So, please tell me, where are we now?
Where are we now? Yes, we are right now at a self-contained one-family home and self-contained around the year, summer as well as winter here in the northern part of Europe, or in Sweden actually.
Is that possible?
Yes, it is. It is, and the reason or the system to do that is that I must store energy from the summer to the winter, and that can be done in batteries, but batteries are not powerful enough. They are okay for 1 or 2 days, but we need energy during 4 to 5 months, November through March. The sun or the energy that I'm not using during the summer is converted to hydrogen by splitting water, and that's also called in English power to gas. You probably have heard that, power to gas. Right. And that's what's done here. So all the excess sun energy is converted to hydrogen, stored in cylinders or in pressure vessels. You can have a look on them. So,
what is this?
Yeah, what you see here is the hydrogen storage. So here I have carbon fiber cylinders that store the hydrogen that I'm collecting during the summer to the winter season. Okay, so now we are in the what shall we call it?
This is
part of the basement. Call it the control room or the machine room, whatever you will call it. But here on that wall here, you do see the equipment that takes care of the sun. So the grey boxes there, that's 2 inverters. They take care of all the PV panels on the roof we saw.
And what do? They
convert the solar panels collect the sun, and in the panel the sun is converted to electricity, DC, plus and minus. Like a battery. So the DC voltage goes into this box here. It's called inverter. In here you can see red and black. Plus and minus
from the panels.
From the panels on the outside.
And
then magic inside the box, and out we have AC, 3-phase.
Okay. And that how many volt?
400 volt
That's
AC.
400.
Yes, the standard we have here in Europe. So plus and minus in from the photovoltaic panels on the roof. Magic inside, out 400 volt AC. So this is one, and here is the second one. It's I have what we saw on the roof was that I have split up all the photovoltaic panels are split up in 2 systems, and that's just for the safety. So if one system stops, most probably the other one continues to operate.
All right.
So that is of a safety reason. I mean, if I would make it cheaper, I should just have used one of these, and all the panels should have gone to this one. But again, as I don't have any energy from the outside, I must create it myself. It's better to have a safety in it. That's why. So 2 systems there, and the red box you can see here is also an inverter, and that one takes care of the panels we saw in the facades, south and west.
So there are different inverters for those.
Yes. So in this house here, to supply the house with energy, I have actually 3 systems. 2 on the roofs and 1 for the facades. So that's here is all the sun is converted from DC to AC. And as you can see, all the light in the basement here now is powered by the sun directly. And most probably it's quite bright out now, and I have a small display here. And I can see here now that, yes, you can see up there, the battery is there's an arrow pointing on the battery, you see, so
Mm.
it means that that battery, I have two batteries here, that one is charged and that battery is also charging, you see.
Mm.
And they're almost fully charged, 96% and 94%. So that they are soon fully charged.
And what batteries are that?
That they are on the other side of the wall and they are lead.
Mm.
They are called silicone batteries.
Okay.
And the base is lead, as you
Mm.
have in a normal car battery.
Mm.
In a car you have normally lead acid batteries.
Mm.
I have selected silicone batteries because they have a few features that are good for the system.
Okay.
But we can have a look on them on the other side.
Yeah.
So now, when we have more sunlight and more energy from the sun than what the house needs
Mm.
right now, these yellow boxes here, they are now acting as battery chargers. So when there are too much energy on the roof, they take care of that
Mm.
and start to charge the battery.
Okay.
So that's what we saw here. Well, if we see, what did it say? 1.8 kilowatts is that battery charged with, and that one is, see, 1.8 kilowatts then. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And why it's different is, of course, you see, this one is just 94, and that one is 96, you see?
Yeah.
So that one needs more. I mean, because both batteries should be, you know, on the same
level. Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, so yeah, so the yellow boxes are charging the batteries when I have too much sun from the
Than what is used for the moment.
correct. Yeah.
But and how is it charge? How do you charge the hydrogen?
Yeah, we have to go here on the other side.
Mm?
Yeah, you see. But we can have a look on the batteries.
Okay, this is the lead batteries.
Yes.
Lead silicon.
Lead silicone batteries, yeah. Lead silicone. And these batteries here, if they are fully charged,
Mm?
they can keep the house running for 5 days.
Okay.
5 full days, day and night.
Yeah.
That's
Even including the heating system.
everything. Normal
Everything.
living in the house, yeah.
All right.
5 full days.
Yeah.
That's quite a long time, but still, it's not enough for the winter. We have
Mm.
almost 5 months of winter,
Mm.
so they would just
But during the winter here in the semi-Arctic, do the solar panels charge anything?
a couple of hours a day. That's
A
all.
couple of hours.
And
Okay.
that's not enough.
Mm.
Which means that during the summer, I must store. I mean, when the batteries are charged, there are still more energy from the roof.
Yeah.
Mhm. And that starts this box. This is called an electrolyzer.
Okay.
So here in this cabinet, water is split into hydrogen and oxygen,
Yeah.
and it's an electrolyzed process that is electrochemical
Mm-hmm.
function. But that happens in this cabinet, and the hydrogen is then moved out to the cylinders we saw on the
Okay.
outside. Huh?
So the hydrogen which is made in here will be transported out.
In the pipe.
In
out
the
to
pipe,
Oh yeah,
okay.
to the cylinders we saw out there, the carbon fiber cylinders.
Yeah.
And that happens, all that is done automatically, so no one needs to be in the house for this to happen.
Mm.
It's all by itself, fully automatic. So, yeah, that is the way what happens during summer. House takes what it needs, then batteries are charged,
Mm.
and then hydrogen starts.
And that whole system can work for year and year.
It just keeps on working.
Yeah.
When there are more sun energy than is needed,
Mm.
that box or that cabinet starts to split water into hydrogen and oxygen.
And the hydrogen storage can last for the same thing. The equipment can last for many years.
Yeah, it's the lifetime of the tanks.
Mm.
Carbon fiber tanks have about 20 years of use, then you must scrap them.
Mm.
But if you have a steel cylinder,
Mm.
that I will replace my two steel cylinders, they have a lifetime for more than 60 years.
And this
But
box.
there is actually no wear and tear. It needs to be cleaned every so often, about after 20 to 30,000 hours of operation.
Yeah.
You need to take the system apart and clean it.
Mm.
No parts to you don't need to replace any parts. You need to
Just clean them.
clean them, yeah,
Okay.
and put it together again.
All right.
So it's very long-lasting components.
And the panels on the roof last for like 40, 50 years?
We know that they are 40 years and they're still working.
Wow.
So it's 50 years minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Except for one thing. The
Batteries.
batteries.
Right. Batteries won't last that long.
No.
No, and so they, depending on battery type and how they are used, 15 years is probably maximum usable lifetime on, and they need to be replaced then.
All right.
But yeah, still you need batteries. Again, even electrolyzer, and let's say here now, go back to winter. When I have a lot of hydrogen out there
Mm.
and the sun is not enough, battery starts to be discharged. I
Mm.
need to charge the battery. So, and then when sun isn't there, the fuel cell starts. It's in here, in this.
Mm.
Here.
Okay, so this is where the hydrogen is turned back into
Yeah, you see in this
electricity.
little stainless steel pipe here,
Yeah.
down here, you see inlet.
Yeah.
There is the hydrogen is into that inlet,
Mm.
and this fuel cell, when that one starts, it delivers the same as the photovoltaic cells. You see, plus and minus.
Okay, so it's a DC.
DC, yeah,
Yeah.
and that DC charge the batteries
Okay.
because the sun isn't there any longer. You know, sun is not enough.
Mm.
That one takes over and charge the batteries.
Mm. Or you can use the electricity at once. You don't need to use it only for charging.
No, it always charges the batteries.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's DC, it charges the batteries, and the batteries are connected to the yellow boxes on the other side.
Okay.
So I told you that the yellow boxes are, when there are too much sun, they are on battery charger.
Yes.
When there is not enough with sun, when I need to, they operate like an inverter, so they take battery voltage and convert it to AC.
Okay, so that was the yellow boxes out there.
Yeah,
All
so they
right.
have two functions.
Yeah.
Battery chargers, when there are a lot of sun,
Yeah.
sun is gone, they work as an inverter, converts plus and minus to
Yeah. For
400.
for the hydrogen
Yeah,
also
yeah,
from the
yeah.
power cell.
Yeah. So this one delivers plus and minus, and
Yeah.
here you can see water cooled, coolant in and out.
Yeah. Right.
This one is water cooled, so out here I have about 65 to 70 degrees C on the water,
Mm.
and that is then stored in the cylinders behind you. Here, warm water here. In these
Okay,
two,
that's insulated storages for.
yeah, insulated steel containers. So that's for water,
Mm.
and the three big cylinders there, they are for heat in the house.
For the heat system. Yeah.
Heat system.
Yeah.
So it all comes from the fuel cell.
All right.
So electricity and heat,
Yeah.
and by using the hydrogen that was produced during the summer,
Mm.
and now it's. And the thing is then, as I told you before, when hydrogen and oxygen is merged together, you can see here water comes out.
Water comes out.
No, and here I don't. I just leave the water down to a drain here. I don't store it
Mm.
because we have water here in Sweden.
Yeah, you give it back to Mother Nature
In a way,
immediately.
yes, I do. Yes, yeah, because really it goes down
Right.
to. So it's not thrown away. It's just no. So it's back to where it once came from, no? From the ground.
And for this whole system, this is for a one house.
Yes.
So it's a
Mm.
self-contained house which have no other connection for electricity from the outside.
No, it hasn't.
And this could be, this is what you can make also into the same kind of system for a whole city.
Yeah, for a big house, for a city, a village. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
It's a scalable system.
Scalable. Yes, it is.
All right.
And it's up to. This one can be scaled up, of course, to produce more energy than what I need. But everything is scalable here. Yeah? So
Mhm.
it's, and all the suppliers from components here, they are all well-known companies.
Mhm.
Will be around tomorrow also, of course.
So it's a high quality
High
system
quality,
all the way.
yes, it is.
All
So,
right.
and if even though it's a kind of complicated system, each component is quite simple.
Mhm. Mhm.
But together it looks complicated. Huh?
Mhm.
So if there is a failure with some of the systems, we just have to call the service guy from Fissman
Mhm.
or here you see Power Cell. He's
Mhm.
the supplier of the fuel cell. Huh?
Yeah.
Or electrolyzer, it's called Green Hydrogen. It's a Danish
Danish company.
company.
Yeah.
So it's all, and you saw the boxes on the wall there,
Mhm.
the red and yellow, they are from a German company. SMA is the brand.
So it's a North European manufacturers.
It's all,
Okay.
Yes, it is, yes.
So the only thing that you lack here is a hydrogen car. But no, you had an electric car.
Electric cars, we are driving electric cars, yeah.
And
So
you
we are-
charge that with the sun?
As well, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But if you want another car, you can have a hydrogen car
No,
too.
yes, I can have a hydrogen. So when there are a bigger variety of hydrogen cars,
Mhm.
there aren't too many in Sweden yet.
Mhm.
Next year there will be almost 8 to 10 different types.
Mhm.
It might be a hydrogen powered car. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be great too. And I could also fill that one here on the yard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But,
All-
so far it's battery cars. Huh?
Yeah.
But again, everything is powered by the sun, the house and the vehicles. Yeah.
The sun and the water.
Sun and
That's
water,
all.
Yeah, that's
No emissions.
no emissions, no. So
All right.
there is, as I said, we have no energy problems on this planet. I mean,
Mhm.
sun is more than we need, water all over.
Yeah.
We just borrow the water and the sun. Yeah, I mean 1 hour. As I told, 1 hour is more than we burns for a full year. Huh?
Yeah, the energy from the sun.
Yeah.
1 hour sun.
It's
Okay, so we don't have a lack of energy. No.
not. We'll never have. No?
No.
No, so this is a bit of what it is. And again, it can be scalable to whatever need is there. Huh?
Yeah.
That's what we are now going to do in some areas.
Mhm.
Actually, smaller places in Sweden that have an interest for about in the size of 20 to 30 one-family homes.
Mhm.
But the big interest is from outside Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the sun is probably more.
Much
If
more
it-
sun. They have no. There is a lack of electricity,
Mm.
like Africa, for example.
Yeah.
And there are other locations also,
Mm.
of course, on this planet.
So then this is a reliable system.
It is, yes, it is a reliable system. It's a well-proven technology. Has been around for many, many years.
Mhm.
But it's more up to the what you say. I mean, now when we are talking, we need to do something to our environment, no?
Mm.
And we know we must reduce the CO2 emissions.
Mm.
There are more emissions from fossil fuel, but CO2 is one of them.
Mm.
Then that's with hydrogen and has been lifted up as an sustainable option to or a system to to really do something about the energy. As we still have enough with energy, and the comfort will still be there, but the footprint will be much, or even by end of the day disappear. We won't.
No.
I mean, if you just use sun and water,
And you even return the water.
yes. So nothing. So that, because water is a very important component on our planet, of course, and that won't be used either.
Sounds like the future.
It
Sounds
is,
like the
yes,
future.
it will be a future. Yeah. So